Another day, another dollar. Here we go. Where you at? I've been liking it, I'm not gonna lie. I've been liking it on my 10 days of holiday makeup, meaning I have a lot of work to do. So that's why we are having coffee. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be day number 5. Day number 5. I cannot believe how time flies. Why does this eye look smaller than this one? What is going on? Sometimes I feel like my eyes are not, is it symmetrical? Is that how you would say it? Like they're not the same. They're like, I don't know. I feel like I have a wonky eye. You know, like one's bigger than the other, and I feel like this one's the small one. I don't know. Am I crazy? I think I'm crazy. Anyways, guys, today is day number 5 of my 10 days of holiday makeup. If you missed days 1 through 4, I'm gonna go ahead and leave them linked down below in the description box. Also, if you're not yet a part of our TSQUAD family, you'd like to join, don't forget to subscribe in the link down below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you're enjoying this series so far, and if you would want me to do this in the future. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Follow me on Snapchat and on Instagram, because when I'm not here, I am most likely over there. Anyways, guys, today I decided to do this winter wonderland madness meets the dark side. I don't know. I was feeling a little bit icy. You know what I mean? So I wanted to go with something icy, but also incorporate more color, even more color. I know, crazy. I feel like the more I experiment with the palette, the more comfortable I get with color. So today I decided to do something along the lines of this. And you can definitely do this with other colors. It doesn't necessarily have to be the blues and the purples in the palette, but I wanted to do something different. You know what I mean? Remember that the last day of this series, I am going to be talking about my thoughts on the palette, letting you guys know if I think it's worth it or not, and just kind of going over the pros and the cons of the palette overall, because I feel like there's definitely things that you guys should know before buying the palette that I feel like not a lot of people are talking about. So I don't even think anybody is addressing the issues with the palette. But guys, if you guys want to know how to achieve this look, then let's go ahead and get started. This is day number 5. I still have 5 more looks to do, which I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't know. Like, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but it's hard. It's hard. So jumping into the palette, I'm going to take this yellow shade. I'm gonna run this all over the lid. It's just going to help me set the base. So I went ahead and used the Catrice concealer as my eyeshadow primer. I've been doing that for every look. And I'm just taking this in my favorite brush. This is the K17 by Cara. I love this brush, you guys. It's nice and fluffy. I don't know, I love it. I love it. I love the handle as well. So the first shade that I'm going to take is purple shade here. I'm just gonna take that and I'm going to run that on my crease, but I'm going to start in my outer corner and then slowly work it inwards. I'm now going to start with this shade here. So this one is a mix between a purple and a blue. It does still have some purple in there. I'm just gonna start, same thing. I'm going to start by packing the color on the outer part of my eye and then slowly work it inwards. And I'm doing very, very small circular motions at the end of the tip of my eye right here. So very, very small, because I do want to intensify the shade and I want the most pigment to be on the outer lid. Just because in the inner part of the lid, as you guys can see, I am cutting the crease. So I'm slowly just bringing it inwards. Also, you guys, bear with me if the lighting is a little bit off. I'm still trying to work on my whole setup. I am trying to get a new lens. It obviously takes money, you know, so I am kind of saving money to get me a new lens. It's pretty expensive, so we'll get there eventually. But yeah, I really want to get a new lens, and I also want to get a new light depending on how much light the lens gives me. So again, I'm just taking a little bit more of that blue shadow, and as you guys can see, it does have a lot of purple in there. So it's not quite blue. It does look blue in the pan, but it does perform a little bit purple, so it's like a purple blue kind of color. And now I'm taking the Morphe E18. This one is a dome brush, but it's very small. As you guys can see, it's pretty small, so I'm able to have more precision, if that makes sense. Now I'm actually going to take a mixture of these two blue shadows here. One is very light and then the other one is a little bit more darker. I'm obviously going to concentrate the darker shade in the outer part of the eye, but I'm also going to drag a little bit of this one, and I'm basically just going to be working with this one, and this one. So these three blues here is what I'm going to be working on the outer part of the eye. I'm going to start by packing it. I just find that with these shadows, if you pack it and then go in and blend it, you kind of get the most pigment out of them. So that's what I'm doing. And then once I have that shadow nice and packed, now I'm just going to go in and very small circular motions with this brush, just go in and blend it out. Just doing very little circular motions in my inner corner, my inner half, and right here. I woke up super early to film. I am actually doing a review on this new foundation. It should be up on my channel. So you guys are actually gonna get two videos. You guys are going to get an eyeshadow tutorial and a foundation review. Should probably already be up. Now I'm gonna go back into my R39 by Morphe, and I'm just gonna go in and blend the edges out. I want this to be pretty smoked out. I don't want anything to look harsh and intense. So that's basically what I'm doing here. Alright guys, so now I'm actually going to take some of this really dark and intense purple, and then I'm also going to work with the bluish purple shade. I just want to deepen up the outer portion of the eye, make it a little bit more more purple. This is just where I get that intensity. As you guys can see, this one looks pretty, there's like a gradient going on between like the lightest to the darkest, so that's what I'm doing here. And right here, I'm just mapping out my crease space. So I'm just taking some concealer and I'm first going to apply it right here in the center. I'm gonna look up all the way up, and then where it marks, as you guys can see, it kind of made that indentation there. That's where I'm going to cut the lid space, and I'm actually cutting it really far, so more than half of my eye. Now I'm just going to take my blending brush and I'm just going to blend the outer part of my eye kind of inwards, as I always do, just because I don't want that demarcation right there. I really want this to look, I'm not saying dirty, but I don't want it perfect either. So I'm just gonna go in and blend the outer and the inner part of my eye. Now comes the fun part. I'm going to take a flat brush. This is by the brand Cara Beauty. This is the K36. I'm going to be spritzing my brush with some glycerin. You can use whatever you have, Fix Plus, any setting spray, honestly. I'm actually starting off with this shade here. And I'm also going to take the light blue in the inner corner. I did try to use some of this purple on the outer corner for this side, but it just didn't work out. Like I said, this one is such a bad shimmer. I don't know if I got a bad one, but it's just bad. So I'm just gonna start by placing the color. I'm just taking the really light blue. I'm just taking a really small detail brush and I'm just gonna run it through the cut crease right here because I still want that purple to peek through. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take a pencil brush. I'm going to spritz it with some Morphe setting spray. I actually need more of that. I'm almost running out. And I'm going to take the second shade from the palette. This is super intense and it has like a white iridescency to it. So I'm just going to place this all over the inner corner. Go ahead and take some eyeliner. This is the gel liner by LA Girl. This is the Glide On, and this one is in the shade Mermaid Blue. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some on my waterline. So moving on, I'm gonna go ahead and take a flat definer brush. This is the Morphe M432. And I'm actually going to take the exact same shades that I started with. First, I'm gonna take this dark purple, and I'm actually just going to stamp it on my lower lash line. Once I have it stamped, I'm gonna take a small buffing brush and I'm just going to blend it out. And I'm gonna take this shade right here from the palette and I'm going to buff this also on my lower lash line. Taking the flat definer brush, I'm just gonna pick some of the black shadow from the palette and I'm only going to stamp this on the outer part of the eye. Bringing it towards the inner half of the eye, so I don't want to bring it to in the inner corner, so just up to right here. I'm gonna stop. Alright guys, so this is the finished and completed look. I went ahead and paired it with a nude lipstick just because we do have a lot going on the eyes already. But yeah, this was day number 5. I really like how everything looks. I really like how it turned out. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Finally, something out of my comfort zone. Again, something very different. But yeah, I really did like it. I really did enjoy it. I feel like it looks really Christmassy, you know what I mean? But still sexy at the same time. I don't know, but I feel like the color black is very sexy to me. And I feel like the hint of black on the lower lash line kind of helped everything out. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Also, if you're not yet a part of our TSQUAD family and you'd like to join, don't forget to subscribe in the link down below. I am going to be uploading 5 more videos after this one. So it is a total of 10. So if you missed days 1 through 4, I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link in the description box so you guys can check them out. Also, don't forget to follow me on Snapchat and on Instagram because when I'm not here, I am most likely over there. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you liked day number 5. And yeah, guys, with that being said, I will catch you guys tomorrow in my next video. Bye.